Hello, everyone. Welcome to the beginning of our critique discussions. And so the next thing that we have is our first project of the course, where we're going to have a chance to be able to review or critique a design of our own interests. And so this week is kind of a bit of a near and dear one for me. I'm going to have you read a couple of things and annotate part of it. I'm going to show you an NSF I-test proposal from a little over 10 years ago. And then two articles that came of that work. And the reason why I wanted to do that is I wanted to kind of get a chance to look a little bit at the input, this idea of like the proposal that happened that was funded, and then some of the output that came from it. And what we're going to do is we're going to particularly review the proposal itself. The reason why this is near and dear to me is that this was kind of the beginning of the work of my own dissertation. So I was involved in the proposal process in my first year of my doc program. And then my work really connected to students having a chance to kind of think about how do we use STEM to augment our own voices. And so this was a group of students in the Northeast of the US who had a chance to be able to kind of think about, how could I change my own neighborhoods? What are some things that would improve my own neighborhoods? And they were able to use urban planning software to be able to kind of think of some of the ecological impacts, but also just kind of like make the decisions that they're interested in. And what I looked at is, they were able to create graphs of impact using the urban planning software, and they were able to interpret those graphs to be able to make urban planning decisions. And so you'll see the proposal itself connects to both the ecology as well as the urban planning. And then the articles, the first one is taking a look at the ecology aspects, and then the second one is looking at the urban planning connections. And so what I'm looking forward for you all to kind of dive into is just get a chance to be able to review the proposal. It's a little dated. Some of the language in it is a little dated. It was over 10 years ago, and I didn't change any of that. I left it as is. What I want you to do is I want you to kind of like think about the design of this particular project. And then even more specifically, you have the proposal, what was proposed, what was the input, and then what was the output? What actually came of it when you took a look at the articles? And as we start narrowing in on our own projects, what is the connections that you find, or some of the things that you're thinking about as you're trying to put together your own project? Thanks so much for your hard work so far.